President Rawlings assured them that government will ensure that the region is not cut off from the rest of the country. The president said at the time of its creation, money was pumped into the Upper West region by providing them with certain basic amenities like water, electricity and health facilities to improve their living standards. And it is now time to turn its attention to the development of roads there.
One is not developing Ashanti region or Kumasi roads because you love them any more than you love any other people in this country, but because, you know, they are the center of the crisscrossing. Now, assuming we had attempted to develop all these other areas, these roads you're all asking for, knowing they will come through Kumasi, Kumasi would have been almost like a graveyard by now, because all of you would have your fine roads leading to your places, to come and pass through Kumasi, to go up, south, east, west, or whether stopping in Kumasi. And if you remember, I said they used to have craters over there. So you would have an improvement of the road situation around, and it would only have made Kumasi much worse. So the thing is to reinforce, to rehabilitate, to repair the central part of it, and then we spread out. Some of it, of course, were being done, you know, on their own. Now, when it came to the creation of the Upper West region, we did not hesitate. We saw the sense in it, and we went ahead. I believe the call for it has been going on for quite some time. We saw the logic in it. We didn't hesitate to do it. We're not going to hold it back for some political or myopic reason. There was, you know, political, economic, you know, and social justification, cultural justification for it. Now, what did we do next? Attempts were being made to improve on the infrastructure countrywide. Having created the Upper West region, the money that was pumped immediately into Upper West region and every other year or budgetary year was designed to help the Upper West region people to do something about their own local regional situation, to uplift your own living standards, to do what you could, you know, because you hardly had nothing within Upper West region. You were existing. The roads to the place were bad, roads within the place was bad, no electricity, no this, no that, no that, no that. You've come and called it a region. Now, instead of giving you the money we gave to you, or at least we pumped into the rehabilitation within the Upper West region itself, we could have pumped that money into the areas you're talking about, the roads, and you'd have a fine road leading into Upper West, and Upper West would be like a dead place. But I think we went about it in a more sensible way to pump the money within so that at least you can do something about the water situation. We can do something about this. We can do something about that. Within the infrastructure, within the community itself can improve because they've always been there, road or no road, linking up other regions or not. So what can you give them to improve upon their own internal situation as a region? We did not hesitate. So it's a question of prioritization. What comes before what next, right? And that's what we've done. So it makes sense that what would be the next step? What you're talking about. And that's what you've been told. So it's not as if we've just done this thing and then to isolate it as an island. No, then it's wasteful. You don't invest in a place and keep it as an island. You invest in the place, then you link it up with the other parts of the country. So please, let me assure you that we are going to do it. I know there is a great deal of concern. I keep repeating that we emerged not because we wanted to do politics per se, but we emerged out of some difficult situations. And so long as there's breath in us, I'm afraid we cannot abdicate our responsibility. Yes. Because we're not unaware that some people at the helm of affairs will turn the clock backwards. Let's be courageous enough to accept it, to admit it. You know it, I know it. We've seen the politics of some of these people before. We're not here to do politics. We're doing the politics of ensuring there's political, social, and economic justice. And we've demonstrated it, we've proven it. The only problem is that, as I keep on saying, ladies and gentlemen, When whose came late? Very often, you know as well as I do, that when it's this man from this ethnic group who is sitting here, this man from this who is sitting here, he goes to take care of his home affairs first. I'm the longest serving head of state. Look at how long my supposed people or in the Volta region have suffered. Is it not only recently? Work is even to start. So please, ladies and gentlemen, have no fears. We're not here doing ethnic politics or of Rawlings. We are prioritizing things. I mean, all the poison that's tried to spread amongst our Ashanti brothers and sisters against Rawlings, that's not going to turn me against them. They've been doing this a long time ago. But we went ahead and did what we had to do. I'm not going to listen to the utterances or the insults or poisonous elements and to turn me against or turn my back against my own people. It's not the majority of the people who share this view. In the same way, ladies and gentlemen, please don't think that our eyes are closed to certain parts of the country. No. If at all, there's something by nature that I see in some of our colleagues, and I see very much in myself. Half the time, I'm not interested in somebody who is happy because he's happy. You see what I mean? I'm more interested in the area where there's unhappiness or where there could be unhappiness. What is it? What is the reason for it? What hasn't been done? The delay, as I'm saying, is because we're moving, from point to point in a logical manner, okay? So please, rest assured that we will do what we have to do. Thank you for, acknowledging what government has done. Let me assure you that we're going to deal with all these problems because it's not our intention to create an island out of that place. We didn't do it, create that place just for the fun of it or for the political, to win political points. No. Like I said, the basis of all our action is to ensure, economic parity in this country, to bring about development around the countryside. Yes, after all, the Upper West region is one of the finest regions, has produced a lot of good people for this country, but has also suffered unduly. But because we started this decentralization process, now she's accorded what is due to her. We went further below that and broke up all the various 40 districts into 100 and something, so that people, that were suffering, areas that were suffering, the district capital, the regional capitals, etc., this nonsense comes to an end. So that, people down the ladder, in other words, those of us who are living off the parasitic, have become parasites, living off the rural areas, this nonsense will come to a stop. So, Mr. President of the Regional House of Chiefs, elders, I'm glad we've had this opportunity to assure you, to clarify matters and to assure you that we're not doing foolish politics. Have no fears. We'll do it. We may not be able to. Your situation is something that can be completed in our time. Will we come close to it, even if we don't complete it? Part of it. Fine. When we start this sea defense war, I don't think we'll be able to do we'll only be able to fulfill a mere fraction of it. A mere fraction. Because it's a massive work. Yes, that's going to take quite some time. If they were to know, they'll probably say, oh, it doesn't make any difference. You're starting too late. No. But I'm glad they're not saying so. So yours will be finished quicker than even those who are looking for land. Okay? Right.